Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk, and I'm here with a design team project for Stamping for All. I know my grid mat there's a little bit messy, but that's because this project's going to be messy, so I didn't see the point of putting a clean one on. So the theme that I'm doing is masking. So I'm going to be doing, this technique's got a name, but I can't remember what it is. So I'm going to be using the music sheet stamp to create a background, and I'm going to do like a shabby chic card with a bit of a vintage look. So I've mounted it, and I'm going to use some crumb cake to stamp this, but I'm going to be masking off sections as I go. So I'm using a scrap piece of card there to mask off that section, and I'm going to use some washi tape to hold it in place, because after I've stamped it I'm going to do some sponging, so I want it to stay in place because I want to get a really good crisp line. I'm hoping this works. I've not done a practice one, so if it doesn't work you won't see this. But I have faith. Okay, so this is a big stamp, so I'm gonna ink it up by taking the stamp, the ink rather, to the stamp. Right, that should do it. And I'm just gonna stamp across there. Right, and then I'm going to take my sponge and I'm just going to sponge the edge a little bit to emphasize the edge of where I've done this little bit of stamping, and I'm going to go around the edge of the card as well to give it that nicotine faded look. There we go, and then I'm going to move this. Okay, so now I need another scrap to cover that bit. There's some practice stamping I've been doing, and that is going to cover that bit there. Use some washi tape to hold that in place. And then I'm going to do my next piece along there. So I'm going to hold that bottom sheet in place there so that that don't move. And then come across there and hold that down. Lost me end. Oh, that weren't very good. I've lost my nail there when I was out last night. Oh look, you can still see. You can tell I haven't washed my hands very well. I went to a place where I had to get a stamp for the back of my hand. Not done that since I was like a teenager. So an impromptu night out that I wasn't expecting, and very pleasant it was too. Right, so I'm going to put that one. Oh, going to stamp it a bit more actually, ink it a bit more, because I'm not quite sure what we're going to get with that, so I might just put it down like that. Okay, and then come in again with my sponging, because I've got a bit of a wide margin there because of the cardstock. Paper might have been better, it would be a bit thinner. We'll see how it goes. Right, now let's move this off and see what we've got. Okay, that's cool. Right, so we'll stick this one along there, and we'll go that way. I might not go to the edge this time, I might just do it a little bit. It's quite fun being this creative and not actually knowing where it's going. Knowing where it's going. That's what I used to say to the kids that I taught. See, I am funny. And they'd go, no, you're not. I find myself funny. There we go. Fabulous. Right, so I need another piece now to mask off that section. Yep. So lots of scrap card, lots of washi tape to do this. I might speed this up a bit. That is my masked background. So now I'm going to build a card around this. So I think I'm going to use soft suede, and I'm going to use one of my favourite stamp sets that is retiring, this Butterfly Basics. I just love this set, and I think it's a really good set for sort of a shabby chic design. I need to clean my blocks, don't I? So there for the flower, and then I'm going to put my favourite fern leaf in the background. And I'm going to do another bit of masking. I've fussy cut, I stamped this and sort of fussy cut it out so that I could stamp the leaf so that it is sort of behind. And I'm going to use a returning colour, one of my favourite green. I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to stamp that beside it, so it's there in the background, and you can see it looks like it's gone behind. That's why I love masking, because you can do things like that. Oh, I really like the way that looks. So I'm going to take some of our linen thread, so I think that would go nicely with it. I'm going to stamp a sentiment. I'm going to do happy birthday, because this is my favourite happy birthday sentiment. So I'm going to use that one. There is a new one that's similar. Can't remember which set it's in now, but one of the new sets got one that's actually very similar. I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss because it's my favourite colour. So my favourite happy birthday and my favourite colour. It's very apt. Lovely. How lush is that? Right. And then I was trying to decide whether or not I'm going to punch it. I don't think it quite fits in this punch, does it? Oh, actually, just about. Oh, there you go. Just about does. Right, so we need to distress that. So we'll have a bit of crumb cake. Around the edges of that. I think it needs a bit of something else. I think we might do a little bit of foliage on that. Yep. And then I might do a bit of that as well. There we go. Well distressed that. And then I'm going to have a partial doily, I think, with that on and some ribbon, some thread. Yeah, so let's cut this. I might actually have just a tad. Like so. And then a bit of this wrapped round underneath. So let's stick that on. Stick it on and manage to rip a bit off. Never mind. It is the distress look that we're going for. And then stick that there like that. Wind it round. That'll be that. And then a couple of dimensionals to lift that. And then I need a card blank. So for the card base, I'm going to use a piece of Blackberry Bliss, and I can't begin to tell you how exciting it is for me to be using Blackberry Bliss again. It was absolutely my favourite. Okay, so I'm going to stick that down. Yeah, we'll just stick it down, it's not too. I was thinking I might need some dimensionals because of this cord, but I think it will be all right. There we go, and then can't just have a plain inside with all that distressing going on, so we'll just distress a bit of the edges of this. Do it in soft suede instead of the crumb cake that I've got on the outside. And where's me fern, as we say in all, fern. that means phone. And I'll take a bit of Mossy Meadow and do the leaf. I'll go off once and on, off once and on. There we go. And that is my card. All the details will be over my blog, nigezza.co.uk, and there we go. So check out Stampin' for All. There will be a blog post showing other people's masking entries as well. So pop on over to my blog and have a look at what everybody's done. And if you want to join in a design team challenge, then they happen every Monday. A different member of the design team will be given a different project to do, and then all week you can add your entries, and then they're blogged about on the following Saturday. And then there's other challenges in the week as well, so it's really good for getting your creativity going. I'm just looking at that and feel that needs a little bit there, not quite so bright. Okay, thanks for joining me. See you again soon.